Good day, traders. This is Jason G, Price Action Pros. Today is Tuesday, the 13th of February 2018. Just taking a look at the S&P here, the emini futures. I am about to get involved in a short trade here. I haven't traded at all in the morning session. I wasn't present. I've just been looking at what's happening here. So we had the sideways channeling slight bias to the upside market movement, which I missed completely today. It looks like I didn't miss out on too much. And I see this move as showing signs of exhaustion and being overextended to the upside. Looking for a retracement trade, not for 1,000,000 points, most likely down to the EMA. I'll highlight a few details in a minute, but basically I'm looking at the MACDs. I see some divergence and some retracement divergence, and just the feel of the price action and what the BBs are doing just looks to me like we're ready to pull back deeper. However, it is a counter trend trade, so I have to act with caution and protect my myself. So I'm going to take probably quite an early first target, early exit, considering I'm not going to go in for 1,000,000 points. I'm looking 2 to 3 points for the first target and 3 to 5 points for the second target, quite likely. So I'm just waiting for the timing of this trade. So yeah, it looks like the volatility has calmed down somewhat to a certain extent. Yesterday was just incredible, really difficult to get precise entries or find any sort of cover from the spikes. It was a battle. Take this trade now. I like where we are here. I like what's happening with the MACDs on the 1597. There it is. Base here. It's a good entry. As you can see, we had this on the 610. We had the weak retracement on the first move, which I wasn't really ready to take. I was kind of cursing to myself a little bit because I would have liked to got in on the first pull back there, but the second one also looks good with you can see on the 610 on the chart on the left, with the BBs just kind of flat but pointing to the downside. We do have retracement divergence on the 1597. Divergence in general, MACDs are leading lower, prices heading up. But on the 4181, it's a bit of conflict there in information, so we don't have that divergence as such, but we do look like we are in a very oversold territory as far as I can tell. So this could break down quite far. If I can get an exit at my 1597 mid-band, which is the red EMA, I'll be happy with that, because that should be a nice haul of points there. Let's see how this plays out now. liking the way it's shaping up this trade. MACDs are looking strong on the 610 here. The 1597 still, we're on the outside of the channel bands there. Got to keep an eye on this mid band here on the 610, see if we can break through it. If we go all flat like we did on the earlier move, then I'll be getting out of this trade. But right now I'm really focused on the 1597, and the 4181 is not really helping me too much here. Needed the trades for that tick to form or to close, so maybe he's not really helping me there yet. But so far I'm liking this. I don't see this mid band on the 610 holding at all. Too strong. I wouldn't be taking a long in that position, so I'm glad I'm in a short, that's for sure. First target to me is quite conservative. It is the previous, to the left, far left of the screen. You'll see that pivot of support where we had a reaction, and then we had a sort of in the middle of the screen there on the 610 you had the consolidation, which is a kind of a sorry, previous was a resistance area. In the middle you have a kind of consolidation stroke support area. So I'm trying to get into that range there, keeping in mind that I believe a lot of stops will be hiding behind that consolidation. Thinking about the metadata, where the retailers are, because anybody that took a long off there, it's most likely it's going to be retailers. They're quite late into the move. Pros got in a lot earlier. They made the move first place. So big boys, the whales, you know, they stepped in at quite a bit earlier on. So I think retailers are up there, and their stops need to be hit. So they're the ones I'm aiming for here, trading against the retailers. They're the guys I think are in trouble. Move. We'll see how far we can get. I don't expect it to pull all the way down, but at least to my red EMA. So far so good. Looks like we're about to get that little pop here, a little break. Just moved through, we're just about moving through the zero line on the 610. Still looking nice and strong on the 15. Just get that pop. Bag. Move to break even on that trade. We'll see. I'm quite concerned about volatility at the moment. Yesterday I was leaving points behind because of, you know, market would move 3.5 points, 2.5 points away from me, and for me, I can't take a loss when I'm in a winning trade like that, you know. So I don't want my winners to turn into losers. So when the markets move 3 points away from me, I think it's prudent, you know, a good move to protect yourself and to put it in break even. Maybe even you could even argue you should be securing some profit, but just because of the size of the price bars and the strength of the bars and the volatility, even if, you know, the market's 3 to 4 points away from you, I've seen a price bar just come back and stop you out. So it's making it really hard to manage my trades. I don't want to give points back for no reason, so we'll see how this behaves. If it's really moving nice, I see strength continuing on the MACDs. I may just leave my stop where it is, or I might just choke it out a little bit to secure some profits. Approaching the first target now. Still bit too many points on the table there. Anything is better than nothing, so keep it in mind. It's a counter trend trade, so you could just turn around and go back up. Feel. Come on, market. Give me that feel. Good start to the trade. Good start to the trading session for me. First trade of the day. I'm not going to be trading for too long today. Got an hour to play with here, so let's see what we can do in an hour. There we go, first target. Bam. Make sure that we're taking money out of the second target and make the EMA. I might get in a bit earlier so I can secure a close, a fill on that. I don't want to be right on the EMA. I want to be a tick or two above it. If it. This could pop through this EMA and move further. I don't really care if it does. I just want. Yeah, we're gonna get out of this trade now, I think. And that's it. Successful trade. So 2 days. We're gonna work out made on that. So we have a nice 7.5 points for one trade. It's phenomenal. Any standards, so I'm happy with that. Could call it a day, but you know, these markets are offering a lot of opportunities, and the way I see it, these are the times that we've been waiting for a long time. So last year I would have, you know, bit your arm off for 7.5 points in an hour, less than an hour. So, but these markets at the moment, they're very juicy. There's obviously a lot of risk involved, but there's also a lot of potential to really increase your account size. So I'm gonna hang around for a little bit longer, see what I can do. I'm actually going to try and condense this video down, so I'm going to cut it until I see another opportunity, and then I'll come back to the recording and show you what I'm doing. Alright, coming back to you as I'm just about to enter this trade to the downside, looking for that continuation down. I did get high ticked, but I do think we can push down lower here. So we did have that, well, it looks like it was a lower high to the left of the screen, you can see. Bit of a strong pop down. Pullback's quite strong, but we're going to see now if we can get some extra points out of this. I think we'll move down to the blue EMA, that's where I'm trying to get to. Take out all of those long stops, retailer longs. But I'm going to manage this. It's a little bit aggressive for me. It's a bit later into a move than I usually like. I like to be as possible. I'm a little bit worried about this sort of continuing as a sideways or forming into a sideways channel maybe, and so a lot of back and forth. Might be into this trade a little bit too early, so I'm going to manage it. It's quite an aggressive trade. I'm going to manage it aggressively, so if it does pull away from me for a couple points, I'm going to secure that, secure my balance. I don't want to take any unnecessary losses today. Got some points in the bag, so we'll give this a shot, see if it works out. We got the push down here, just looking for the close. Feel like I could bottom here, but holding with my plan, which is for those retailers stops. Double bottom could hold. No risk on the table right now. Can't really justify having any risk on the table at this point. So we're either going down and making some really good points, or we are breaking even. So we'll see. Let's put in this double bottom here, W shape, which isn't looking good. So minimize my my risk there. Actually, I'm not on a break even, so I'm on a -1. Giving it a tiny bit of room to breathe, but not much. Especially with that double bottom. I probably should move my stop, but we're gonna puke that trade, and we just puked it. So wasn't to be. That will be the end of my trading today. I'm happy with how it went. 3 trades, 2 wins, 1 loser. I'm just going to quickly total this all up, but it looks like 7.5 on the first one, second 9, -2, so 7 points. We give a little bit back, but still respectable profit. 7 points, $300 in under an hour, so cannot complain about that. Alright traders, so that will be it from me. Thank you very much. My name's Jason G. This is Price Action Pros. 7 points today. Quite an easy day. If you're new to the channel, please remember to subscribe and hit that bell so you get notifications of when we are broadcasting. We are recording and posting our videos of our trades every day, for the most part, whenever I trade. And streaming live once a week. Also going to have some great content coming out very soon. Thank you very much and see you on the other side.